These Faygo fans, right? They just exposing Rich Amiri, and they just not talking. They actually showing proof of him not being original at all and taking Faygo's whole album aesthetic and running with it. I done made tons of videos about Rich Amiri, and I'm sure we've all noticed his progression he done made in the past year. I mean, this dude done had a whole record go platinum. Ghetto Fabulous and One Call was all streaming so well that I remember he was sitting at 10 million monthly listeners for a whole like 3 to 4 months. And I'm sure a lot of people don't care, but he also made it onto the XXL this year. But of course, we know that didn't go too well. But here's the thing, with all this success, right, Rich Amiri still has to be one of the most hated underground rappers, and nothing has changed. And for the people that's confused, I mean, when do you ever not see this man get a clown, okay? Because there's so many key factors I can name right now that play into the reason why he's just not respected in our scene or in general. I know it's some of y'all that say, oh man, he just a corny dude, man. Some of y'all might hate him because y'all feel like he bought his streams, and we didn't seen it before. People bought their streams all the time, so yeah, he kind of fits in with that. And then some of y'all might say, well, this dude has a fake persona. All he does is cat rap and act like he from ATL when we all know he's from Boston or wherever he from. And one of the major reasons why people don't respect Rich Amiri is because they feel like he doesn't do anything original. See, with his whole image and his personality, people been saying that Amiri was copying people, okay? But with this new album that he got coming out, right, there's a lot of people feel like he just copying another rapper that we all should know of. And I'm sure y'all know where I'm going with this, right? So if you've been tuned in, right, Rich Amiri has been working on this new album called War Ready, and he's been teasing this album ever since like February 29th of this year, and this should have been right after Faygo had teased that he was dropping War 2. So you had people assuming that, you know, they had a collab in the works, but that turned out not to be the case at all. Because after a while, you started noticing that Amiri just took this whole like aesthetic and started dropping singles of his own. And throughout that whole time, we all know that Faygo was supposed to drop War 2, but we still haven't got that. And y'all know the Faygo fans was already disappointed. And when Rich Amiri teased that he'll be dropping War Ready in December, right, that really pissed off the Faygo fans. And it's gotten to a point, these Faygo fans, right, they just exposing Rich Amiri, and they just not talking. They actually showing proof of him not being original at all and taking Faygo's whole album aesthetic and running with it. And it's only been getting worse because there's a whole thread of people exposing what he's done. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this out real quick. So if you read the caption, it say every time Rich Amiri had copied SoFaygo's aesthetic. So first we have the album name, okay? Both of these images look very, very similar. The only difference is the background, to be honest with you. Then if you look at number 2, the outfits, they both seem to be wearing, you know, red leather jackets or whatever. And now if we look at number 3, you can see the whole graffiti aesthetic, right? Faygo was teasing this at first, and then you have the screenshot on the right, Rich Amiri standing in front of some graffiti too. And for the people that's saying that he's not copying Faygo, it just gets worse because number 4 is tattoos. And as you can see, they have the same placement. It's just different design. That's it. Number 5 is the promotion. As you can see, Faygo had a poster with some random army man on there. And if you look at the one on the right, it's literally the same thing, same design, but different words. And then we have number 6. He says self-explanatory, and he literally copied the name of the song, Keep It Cool. And number 7, we have Ready for War. On the left, we have Faygo posted on his IG story, Ready for War, hashtag War 2. And then Rich Amiri had tweeted and said, you not ready for war, with a laughing emoji. Then number 8, we have the General, okay? Now I'm sure if y'all still been tuned in with Faygo, then y'all know he's been going by this name called General, okay? And it's really just for his aesthetic or whatever he going for, so yeah. So Faygo has another account called Go the General, so he's been using this name. And I heard that he got a new Twitter page or something like that, and it's called Go Star General. And if you look right here, right, Rich Amiri is literally using the same name for his Twitter, and he's also been using the same emojis to kind of promote the album and stuff. But y'all know the Faygo fans had a lot to say, so we're gonna go ahead and check this out real quick. Somebody said, why does it matter? Faygo never dropping, bro. Then somebody else said, I was mad about this at first, but it don't matter if Faygo's not gonna drop anyways. Nothing about Rich Amiri is original or authentic. It pissed me off, bro. Faygo and Amiri don't compare sonically anyways, dropping or not. Faygo old songs have more of an impact than anything Amiri has dropped. Then somebody else said, you're telling me human people actually still listen to this Rich Amiri guy, even though he's clearly biting the goat? And then we have the Vault of Faygo. He said, Rich Amiri is the biggest fraud in the music industry. He said, y'all telling me am I reaching with this Rich Amiri biting but he clearly biting the out of Faygo and the other. So people been knowing about this. It just got worse because we all know that Faygo ain't dropping this year, right? He's not dropping the album. He already dropped some little EP, that's cool. But now that Rich Amiri is not only taking this dude aesthetic, but he's also dropping his album and taking everything from him. That's only making them Faygo fans more upset at Faygo, and they're mad at Rich Amiri now. So yeah. See, I know a lot of y'all Faygo fans is mad at Amiri, but y'all mad at the wrong person. Because if you actually think about this real quick, we're already finna be in December, bro. In a few days, we will be in December. Faygo dropped an EP for y'all when he's been teasing more too since the start of this year. So I'm not saying that Rich Amiri ain't copying Faygo at all. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that being mad at Rich Amiri is not going to help y'all in any type of way. If anything, Amiri finna get those streams because of y'all. There's gonna be a whole bunch of people on Twitter and stuff like that talking about he's copying Faygo and stuff like that. That's only creating more streams for him. And if he not getting those streams, then y'all know internet money, they're gonna bot the streams for him. So he's gonna win either way. Like, there's no losing for Amiri right now. I would say the only loss that Amiri might be taking is the fact that he's not respected at all. Like, you don't see anybody talking about him for real. He's not in that conversation. It doesn't make sense that he's sitting at like 6 million monthly listeners right now, right? And he's not being brought up in that conversation with Lone and Ken and all of them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we know that one call blew up and stuff like that. We know that he's got these fans in different countries or whatever, but bro, majority of those streams seem to be botted. And like I told y'all in my previous videos, you don't see Amiri fans. I have not met anybody or even in person that say, yo, I listen to Rich Amiri. I don't know why, that's just the case. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Amiri music is trash at all. I think he's actually decent, but there's definitely something going on behind scenes where he's being pushed out way more than he should be. Because it don't make sense that I'm hearing about Netspin and Osama Son and them way more than I'm hearing about Amiri. But I'm very curious to see how War Ready is gonna do. Is it gonna sell well? Because if Amiri don't do better than Pink Hearts, like when it comes to sales, oh yeah, he's cooked. That's it. And I ain't gonna lie, him copying, you know, Faygo whole aesthetic or whatever, yeah, that is kind of crazy. But we all know that bro not finna drop that album anyway. Amiri is already known to be one of the most hated rappers, so y'all adding on top of it. You know what I'm saying? That's all y'all doing. But I want to make this clear, I do not hate Rich Amiri. I actually think his music is decent. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and check these snippets out to see if any of them are worthy enough for me to listen to the album when it come out. Okay, here's one that he posted a few days ago.
That get sweet up over here, you'll be a goner.
But it beat hard.
But you got the wrong one.
But the song ain't bad, man.
I've been on this shit before the deal. I've been on this shit before I could afford a meal. Yeah, 35K, so my neck, you know they.
Okay, here we go. I'm with it.
On the south side with some bitches, they came out here, got me trippin'. We got new sticks, bitch, so glitchin'. My nigga died it like who did it? Tell the P.I. my yo Bennett. Gang say you got new licks on with it.
Okay, he's smart for doing this. I'm not gonna lie. Put in Osama Son at the start. That way he get those fans, you know, all riled up, you know. That makes sense. Okay, I see what he's doing. Okay, there's another snippet with him and Osama Son. It's called Go Slap. So he got 2 songs on the album with Osama Son?
Yeah, I might fucking out like I ain't never met her. Yeah, they buying all my flows and Amiri trendsetter. Yeah, why you so cologne in my shoes?
They biting on my flows, Amiri trendsetter.
I might fly it to Milan, treat her like she's special.
You know, that ain't bad. I seen that he dropped the trailer and stuff. That's good for him. Yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel about Amiri. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all actually think it was wrong that he's copying Faygo? How do y'all feel about Faygo right now? I know I ain't made a video about him specifically in a second, but yeah, I'm done chatting. Make sure y'all follow my IG right now. I love y'all so much. Y'all stay blessed. Peace.